You're listening to an audio article by the Common Constitutionalists. Today's audio article is entitled, "A Punch in the Face Doesn't Even Register." The following are a few paragraphs from an article at Campus Reform. See if you can find what's missing. The article is entitled, quote, OSU, derogatory terms against whites do not have the same impact as on minorities, unquote. I went ahead and pulled the most salient parts of the article to make a point. And don't blame the author of the article, Lela Gallery, for not pointing it out. What's missing, that is. She was doing what an actual reporter is supposed to do, report the facts without bias, allowing the reader to conclude what they will. Leftist so-called journalists should try it sometime. Okay, from the campus report, here we go. After Ohio State University students protested following the university publishing information regarding two black hate crime suspects, as is required to do under federal law, it is now attempting to assuage the anger of protesters, saying that, quote, derogatory terms against whites do not have the same impact as they may to marginalized groups, unquote. Now, if it's not yet clear, the perps are black and the victims white. Continuing with Campus Reform's article. A few days after the initial email was sent, the university revealed that the victims of the crime are in fact white, and that one suspect had punched a student in the face and yelled a racial slur. The response by OSU's security heads was what we would expect, cowardly and completely missing the mark. Quote, the chief, University Police Chief Kimberly Spears McNatt, and I, OSU Director of Public Safety Monica Mall, recognize the derogatory terms against whites do not have the same impact as they may to marginalized groups, Mall told the Lantern. We're certainly not trying to say that they carry the same weight, unquote. Now, what do you think? What is missing from that very profound and heady statement by these two law enforcement professionals? If you're still having trouble, please allow me an assist. One black suspect punched a white victim in the face and yelled a racial slur. Got it? Through the entire article, as Ms. Gallery quotes the two law enforcement professionals, not once did the OSU officials even mention the fact that someone was punched in the face. Now, last I read the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights, it was very clear regarding our freedom of speech. It purposely mentions absolutely zero about what kind of speech is free. And why? Well, this is why. They didn't want the government or the mob to become the arbiters of what is and is not acceptable speech. Now, maybe I'm just old school and certainly not a constitutional scholar, but I'm almost certain that the right to punch someone in the face isn't covered. But this is where the left is, and it's worse on college campuses nationwide than anywhere else. They acknowledge the racial slur, but then excuse and defend its use, at the same time not even recognizing the physical battery of the victim. I guess the old adage is no longer true, as it appeared in the African Methodist Episcopal Church's publication, The Christian Recorder, in 1862. Quote, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never break me, unquote. Thank you for listening.